Welcome to the Good Economy, a Brownie Points initiative in partnership with the Social Employment Fund. We paid a visit to one of our Good Economy partners, the Grootbos Foundation, to learn about how the SEF Program played a role in their mission to protect the environment and make a positive difference in the lives of their employees.
My name is Tidibadi Murabami. I'm from the Grootbos Foundation and I'm the Biodiversity Stewardship Program Manager. Grootbos Foundation is a non-profit organization that seeks to help the local community that surround our beautiful nature reserve, which is the Grootbos Private Nature Reserve. And we don't only work in this private nature reserve. We have an establishment called the Walker Bay Fynbos Conservancy, of which we've got 20,000 hectares of land that we have to protect. For the past 3 years, we started a program called the Biodiversity Stewardship Program. We've got 2 teams that are working out in the field, and those teams, they're mainly doing alien clearing, hiking trail maintenance, mountain bike maintenance, road maintenance, erosion control, and rehabilitation. So what we do with the teams, they go out and collect the seedlings, for example, for a milkwood forest or for other species of fynbos that we then go out and replant them in the wild after the alien clearing. So a long time ago, people were given seeds to plant in their gardens to stabilize the dunes. Like the seeds I'm referring to here are the alien plant seeds. These plants then later on become a problem into our natural areas. They grow fast and outcompete our native plants, and they suck up a lot of water into the ground, thus killing and smothering our native plants. This area, it's highly diverse. We've got a whole lot of different plant species in this area. So these areas are under threat by those alien plants. And if we don't control these alien plants, we risk to lose all this diversity, because what happened is that these plants, once they invade an area, only 1 or 2 plant species prevails, and then they will kill all our indigenous plants. So if we don't have teams, or if we don't invest effort, time, and money into clearing all these aliens, we risk to only have 4 or maybe 2 plant species, of which those species are the alien plants. When I get here, to be honest, there were a lot of aliens. I never really thought that it was possible for us to actually get rid of this thing. But once we started doing it, and I was like, hold on, this thing, it's doable. And then we started investing more and more time in those areas. And then the diversity that has come back, it's amazing in such a way that I can then be able to tell a story that it is doable. And then what attracts people to come into this beautiful area is the diversity of the plants that we have in our landscape. If we don't do that, we risk to lose the tourism industry that flows into our area just to come to see only these beautiful plants that grows here in the Western Cape. When we started this biodiversity stewardship program, we were then fortunate enough to receive funding that will enable us to work non-stop, which then enable people to take the kids through university, people that now then be able to support their families that are back in the Eastern Cape. So if we do not have support from other organizations, for example, a Brownie's Point, that enable us to even go further from what we have at the moment, we wouldn't reach any goals. So by creating this collaboration effort or partnership, it really pushes our project to be sustainable. There's a lot of people that are depending into this thing. For example, in my program, I have employed more than 20 people, of which these people predominantly are women. These women, they really have to support their family. They have to take kids through the schools, like from primary, high school, and even university. So if it was not for the continuity of this program, being assisted by the Brownie's Point, we were not going to be able to achieve any goals that they achieve. So if we don't have this funding, or if we don't have continuity, that means most of the people, they will lose an income. If they lose that income, it means that they will be left in the street, and then the poverty kicks in. Every year when we start a year, we kick off by a feedback session. From the feedback session this year in January is that if it was not for this program that we are running, we wouldn't be doing anything. We will be like sitting at home, because most of our participants are women. And the most challenging thing that we have is that of literacy, or people being able to read and write. But in this program, We aim to empower everyone, to show the people that you don't need to read and write in order for you to learn a new skill. You just need to sit down in a classroom and we demonstrate practically. Then you go out, then you then do it practical, of which this thing has been amazing, unlike us only focusing on one thing, which is alien clearing. Our main goal through this program is to instill a sense of pride in our participant. We believe that if you want to make an impact, you must have one champion, at least two. In this case, we don't only have one champion, but we got 20. So the message that we're trying to send across is that you cannot really go out and clear like around other people's property while your property is dirty. So we have to bring that sense of pride, that sense of connectivity, that you have to start at home. You have to start where you come from, then you get out, and then that's how you appreciate to live in a beautiful, clean environment. A clean environment does not only start here in the workplace, it starts right in your community. I've seen the way that people change through this program. For example, we get to go out and enjoy the nature. Try to instill that pride that, you know what, this is the kind of work that you're doing. We are not just doing it for now, we are also doing it for the future generation. So the change of mindset of just treating this thing like a job has completely changed. Now people get to enjoy what they're doing because they understand why they're doing, they know exactly how they're going to do, and it's through training, it's through environmental education that we brought about this change. My biggest dream is to see maybe adding more additional team on top of the 20 that I have at the moment. To see this program prospering, I wish it can continue forever because I have seen the impact. Getting a support from the Brownie's Point project, it means that we then get more main days or like more work days. So the help that we are getting through the Brownie's Point, it's really helpful and shows us that this program, it can then run for longer.
The Good Economy is a Brownie Points initiative in partnership with the Social Employment Fund. Together with 11 additional partners, the Good Economy aims to tackle South Africa's unemployment rate by creating meaningful employment opportunities that contribute to the social economy.